Adult Recovery from Narcissistic Parental Abuse Strategies for Empowerment and Recovery. This is a part of the short psychoeducational series. The Georgia Mind Center. Remember, you deserve peace of mind. This presentation is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as legal, medical, or psychological advice. Although we strive to provide accurate general information, the information presented here is not a substitute for professional advice, and you should not rely solely on this information. Consult with a licensed professional before making a psychiatric, psychological, professional, legal, instructional, and financial or tax-related decision. Topics covered include parenting styles, types of abuse, narcissistic personality disorder, and recovery strategies. Victims of childhood abuse by their parents are not to blame for the actions of the abuser. There are 4 primary parenting styles. There is the uninvolved parent. This parent typically ignores their children and ignores the behaviors associated with them. There is the authoritarian parent. This parent tends to overcorrect behaviors that they perceive as being misbehaviors and tend to overpunish them. There is permissive parenting. These parents tend to not provide direction. Rather, they allow their children to learn from consequences. And then there's the authoritative style of parenting. This parent typically provides consistent nurturing and attention. Research has shown that the most effective style of parenting is typically the authoritative approach. 1 in 7 children have experienced abuse. The types of abuse that children can experience include psychological and emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, financial abuse, and this is where funds that were intended for a child's use is redirected to other sources in which they were not intended to be used. And then there's digital abuse. This is abuse that could take place on social media platforms. It can include cyberstalking, derogatory communications, and inappropriate contact on digital platforms. What forms of abuse may be experienced when narcissistic personality disorder is present? A person with narcissistic personality disorder may have at least 5, or in some cases, all of these persistent patterns present. Grandiose sense of self-importance, a preoccupation with fantasies of success, power, brilliance, beauty, or perfect love, believes that they are special and can only be understood or associated with other special people, requires excessive admiration, has a sense of entitlement, is exploitative and takes advantages of others, unwilling to identify with the needs of others, is envious or believes that others are envious of them, and present arrogant behaviors. Early signs of abuse include the following: emotional manipulation, gaslighting, an erosion of self-esteem and confidence, and an isolation from support systems. Typically, victims often describe the entire experience as feeling as if though they were in a chess match. Early childhood abuse can have major impacts on people's quality of life. We know that it impacts mental health, where there are increased risk of anxiety and post-traumatic stress disorder. There's an increased risk of experiencing future violence victimization, increase of substance abuse risk, and brain development challenges.
Even though bad things have occurred in the past, there is hope. Recovery is possible.
Recovery from childhood abuse is possible. Prioritize your well being and peace of mind. Set boundaries as needed to help you focus on protection. Reach out and connect with those people who you consider to be safe and trustworthy. Seek professional help from a psychotherapist or psychiatrist, and support groups that are available both in person and online.
Self esteem recovery. This is a difficult process, but remember, it is possible to recover. It starts by first challenging the negative beliefs and self talk that you may have encountered during the abusive relationship. Some of these negative beliefs and self talk may have been present even prior to the relationship. Do the work in this space to turn those negative beliefs into positive cognitions. Then celebrate small accomplishments. Even the smallest thing makes a difference in reprogramming yourself for positivity. And then focus on your overall personal growth and development. There are a variety of treatment options available. Check with the therapist so that you can learn more about what specifically will work for you. Here are a couple of examples of treatment approaches. There's cognitive behavioral therapy that will help focus on challenging the negative core beliefs that may have emerged before or during the relationship. Trauma therapy, in particular, cognitive processing therapy and eye movement desensitization therapy, or EMDR, are also effective.
Special acknowledgement and recognition of the source information used for the psychoeducation topic. If you or someone you know is in crisis, please call 988 for the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Thank you for watching, and remember, you deserve peace of mind.